Francis's cab company charges $2.50 for a pickup plus $2 for every mile driven. Now we have two questions to answer. How much would you pay to travel 32 miles? And how far could you travel for $85? All right, so let's look at the question and determine what are the variables, what are the unknown values or the changing values. Well, the amounts that the company charges, the total amount that's charged, that's changing based on the number of miles driven. All right, so we have two unknowns here. So let's say, let's use C. You could use any letter you want, but I'll use C for the total charge, total dollar charged. And let's use M for number of miles. Number of miles. So you could use any letters you want. I'll use C for charge and M for miles. So we could put this into an equation. So the cab company charges C, total charge, is equal to, well, it's $2 for the pickup, and that's one time. So no matter how far you go, you're paying $2.50 plus $2 for every mile. And so this for every, that's telling us to multiply. If it's 1 mile, you're paying $2 once. If it's 5 miles, you're paying $2 5 times. If it's 10 miles, you're paying $2 10 times. So we're paying $2 times the number of miles. Okay, so this equation is telling us the same as what the problem is telling us in words. The total cost is equal to $2.50 plus $2 per mile. $2 times the number of miles. All right, so in part A, how much would you pay? Okay, so that's unknown. To travel 32 miles. Okay, so we know how many miles there are. So we're given that M, number of miles, is 32. And the value of C is unknown, the total charge. Well, in part B, how far could you travel? So the number of miles is unknown for $85. So the total charge is given, and that's 85. So in part A, we're given miles, we're looking for the total cost, or the total charged. And in B, we're given the total charge and we're looking for miles. So we have this equation, C equals 250 plus 2 times M. And we're given that M is 32. So that could go in right here for the M. So instead of C equals 250 plus 2M, it's C equals 250 plus 2 times 32. All right, and we could calculate this. 250, 2 times 32 is 64. So $2.50 for the pickup plus $64 for the miles. That would be $66.50. All right, so that does it for part A. Now for part B, same equation. The total charged is equal to 250 plus $2 times the number of miles. And in part B, we're given 85 is the value for C. So we could swap out the C with an 85. So that's 85 is equal to 250 plus 2M. And so here we have to do a little bit of algebra. We have to solve for m. So we could subtract the 250 from the right. So they cancel. And whatever we do to the right, we have to do to the left. Minus 250. Okay. 85 minus 250. That would be $82.50. And on the right-hand side, we still have 2 times m. And now we want m by itself, so we have times 2. So let's get rid of the times 2 with a divide by 2. And whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. So the times 2, the divide by 2, they cancel. And so on the right, we're left with m. And on the left, 8250 divided by 2, that will be 41.25. And let's be specific, we'll call that miles. All right, and that should do it for part B.